Hi guys, I'm going to give you a super quick phonics game that you can try at home with just some material that you find lying around the house. The aim of the game is really to make phonics interesting. It's a bit boring if you're always looking at the screen and, sorry, it's out of focus a bit there. If you're always looking at the screen and you or always looking at a book and you have to sound out the letters and the words. So this is something where you can actually make it into a game. So you blindfold your child, or if you want to do it as an adult, you can blindfold your partner or your roommate. And after you've cut out 3 letters from words in which your child has been practicing, maybe through a storybook, or if you're learning a second language, like, that you are having difficulty pronouncing, and then perhaps like you hear it and listen to it and like, oh, I can't pronounce the word. So this is like a game to try and practice that. So I'll just show you, for example, with the younger ones, then you can cut out the letter and you can stick it on a piece of furniture and create like a little obstacle course for them to go through. Like they can go through a tunnel under like the table, obviously safety first. And you're guiding them all the way, so like left, right, okay, now through the tunnel. And then when they finally get to the letter, then they just touch the letter, and remember they're still blindfold. Sorry, let it get back in focus there. And then they say the letter, like when they feel it, so they have to guess the letter. So in this case it would be K, and then you ask them, okay, what word begins with a K? So for example, kitchen. And they can see that K and kitchen sound very different. And so you can even go into the kitchen and say, okay, what room are we in? And it's that kinesthetic experience which enables the memory of the difference between the way that the letter sounds on its own and the way the letter sounds within a word like kitchen, that will help them because they're using their whole kind of body and feelings and touch in order to understand and remember. So if you're learning in a different language, for example, in German, then you can do it as adults. I mean, you can even do this with primary as well, or secondary. And, maybe like your tweens or your teenagers want to practice. So that's a really you can just alter the words depending on what they're learning right now. And when they get to the letter, then of course they would touch the letter in the same way, and then guess what the letter is, like S, and then Schule, and then they would see that the word, the way that the S sounds within the word, like Schule, sounds different from S when it's alone. So you've got the contrast there, and and so you can do the same for the R, and so they touch the R, and you can get the child to say the letter, which is R, and then you see what it sounds like when they say a word such as roller boots. And same with German, you can touch the R and it's an R, and then when they say a word, then it's Rollschule. So it's very different, and you can see the difference. You can hear the difference, and yeah, it's a great kinesthetic way to either practice your own language, native language for early learning, but then also a second language for older kids or for adults. So I hope that helps, and yeah, just let me know if there's any other questions or issues, and I can do another lesson depending on what your major problem is. Like, oh, it's, I'm finding phonics boring. This was what this lesson was based on. So I hope that helps a little bit to make it more interesting. Okay, take care. Bye.